Go, Landon. Go, Landon.
Back in September of 2012, 3-year-old Landon Riddle developed a sore throat and swollen lymph nodes one night. It was likely just a virus, his doctors thought, but the reality ended up being much worse. Acute lymphocytic leukemia, or ALL. It's a cancer of the blood and bone marrow. It's one of the most common cancers in children. It's also one of the most treatable, but the therapy was going to be tough.
They started him on chemo, but told us that he probably wasn't going to make it, that he only had like an 8% chance to live 24 to 48 hours.
The chemo made the little boy very sick, nauseated, vomiting, barely able to walk or talk.
Good job.
His mother, Sierra, wanted to try anything to help and eventually found medical marijuana. Now again, Landon is just 3 years old. They'd come from Utah, where medical marijuana was not legal, to Colorado, where it was.
Okay, here.
And for Landon, it seemed to work. He rebounded, able to eat, sleep, just be a kid. But Sierra told us something else, something surprising. She believed that the marijuana was healing him, not just from the ravages of chemo, but from his cancer as well.
I think that chemo in combination with cannabis did put him into remission, and now cannabis will keep him there.
To be clear, ALL is one of the most curable cancers. More than 95% of children go into remission with existing therapies. But still, Sierra was so sure of marijuana's healing properties that 6 months after her son started the treatments, she decided to stop his chemotherapy altogether. Her argument, the chemo was too toxic, and the cannabis was not. She said the doctors were stunned at her decision.
The options were to either, voluntarily agree to the chemo and steroid plan for the next 3 years, or to refuse it, in which they would take us to court and have it court ordered anyways. And the possibility of them removing Landon from my care would come into play at that point.
How's it going, Landon?
So Riddle found a lawyer willing to take on the case. Attorney Warren Edson.
It didn't appear she was doing anything wrong other than just being a mom and trying to do what's in the best interest of her kid.
In an effort to avoid a court battle, Riddle, her mother Wendy, and Edson met with Landon's doctors and Child Protective Services.
They said they were willing to work with us. They said they were willing to alter the chemo plan, and they're not. They did not do that at all.
And that's not surprising. While many mainstream doctors do support the use of cannabis to offset the side effects of chemotherapy, as things stand now, no doctor would recommend cannabis instead of chemo, myself included. But there is a growing body of promising research. Dr. Julie Holland is the editor of the Pot Book.
It turns out it actually fights the cancer itself.
You're a doc, you've studied this, you've talked to the researchers. You're
Right.
saying marijuana can kill cancer cells.
I'm saying that, and there are many other researchers who are saying that too.
We've got lung samples from our treated mice.
Like San Francisco researchers Pierre Desprez and Sean McAllister, who say they've seen firsthand what the cannabis compound cannabidiol, or CBD, can do. In their lab, they used CBD to kill mice and human cancer cells. We asked the American Cancer Society what they thought about all of this. And in a statement to CNN, they said, there is no available scientific evidence from controlled studies in humans that cannabinoids can cure or treat cancer. Even Landon's doctor, who prescribed his marijuana and is a firm believer in medical cannabis, is cautious about this.
Sierra has decided to stop the chemotherapy for Landon. I mean, as a doctor, and as a doctor who's seen his progress, is that something you would be on board with, that you'd recommend?
As a physician, again, I'm not sure that I could recommend that to a parent to say, I can't say to them, I know that the CBD is a treatment that can work and you don't need the chemotherapy.
For the time being, Sierra Riddle is afraid of losing her son, so she is allowing chemotherapy once a month. She's also still trying to find an oncologist willing to take Landon off the chemo. So far, she's had no luck.
Faster.
But Sierra and her mother aren't giving up.
I want Landon to know that we did everything in our power to be compassionate in his care and to protect him. I want him to know that we were willing to go to bat. He's a 3-year-old child.
We did reach out to Children's Hospital a number of times, and so far they've declined to discuss Landon's care. And meanwhile, Riddle says she and his doctors they're still at odds over his treatment, but they point out it's been 9 months since he's had significant chemotherapy treatments, and he remains cancer-free.